And welcome back. We left off last time, Europa Universalis 4. We're in the middle of the attempted Hungarian War. Because Saxony got ahead and got a personal union over them, it's a little bit more complicated than it would have otherwise been. I think we should be good to just unpause and continue working down Austria. It might actually be to negotiate with Austria. Okay, so let's take the diplomat back. Okay, can't do Styria Tyrol. If we do Bergens, Tyrol should be small enough for the next one. Let's see. We might be able to do Baden as well if we get the last fort down in Austria. Got a small Castilian army encircled there. Yay. So in 6 days, we'll have our diplomat back. Probably end the war with Austria. Well, not quite. Because the length of the war is so short. We've been playing on a pretty slow speed for the war, so the length of the war hasn't been going down particularly quick. We do have all the Austrian forts occupied, to my knowledge. Let's occupy Sand. Singa. Do something like that. Stam. Wittenberg. We're taking back a little bit of their land, which is fine. Siege of Kaffa. Yeah, let's go ahead and jump the... can't until we take Crimea back. Okay. Not Syria being added. Syria is another place where we probably want to make some center or trade company provinces. In the States with centers of trade, in the hopes that we can get another merchant. Oh, I need to destate that, so we'll destate that. Okay, we'll check back in a bit, see if that gives us another merchant. Okay, let's see how it goes negotiating with the Austrians. Not quite. Apparently need like 4% more war score to get what we want. Plus, we probably have an ongoing battle, which is not helping. Nope, complete destruction of Castilian forces there. That's good to see. Got a bunch of things we can click. Rapidly raise our legalism. I suppose actually there is an argument maybe to come down here and suppress that Austrian army. Suppress the Austrian army, we might be able to negotiate the cessation of hostilities with them. I'm actually not going to suppress the nationalists. We want the nationalists to get out of hand for Saxony. Okay, we piled up yet? No, not yet. Oh, we need to get an extra merchant. Yeah, probably wants to get put in Astrakhan. th of March, we'll order the attack, outnumbering the Austrians 3-1. Oh, we have access to another general with no upkeeps. We'll take him. No, Austria. We're having a battle with you first before we negotiate. Okay, now is probably a good time to negotiate. We've defeated your army, not quite. There's a Castilian army trying to sneak around. Let's try and speed up a little bit on the war. Seems like it is starting to wind down. Especially once we get Austria to give us what we want. They're almost there. Okay, I think we might be rich enough. Yeah, we're rich enough at this point. We should just take 555s across the board. Get all the monarch power that we can. Victory there, victory here. Couple nice victories back to back to back. Austria, willing to give us what we want now? Yes. And basically the minimum requirements. So we're going to take the release as subjects of those two groups. Yeah, because they're part of the Empire, they're not going to be interested in joining us. But that does significantly weaken the Austrians. Agenda of the Diet. Improve the capital, which we're not going to do. 40% or more trade power in Guamar Bay. Or production in a heretic or a heathen province, which was what we'll do. What was that? Production or production? I pressed the wrong button. Whoops. So, thinking about post-war, how is a peace treaty looking over here? 24, so we actually got about 2 years before we can take advantage of that. I suppose we go into Russia next, do some core returns from Russia. Okay, they're basically willing to give us everything we want. We'll take it. Yeah, that's generating, surprisingly, with the exception of the Teutons, not enough aggressive expansion with enough people. Could be a real problem. Not quite enough for the annihilation of Hungary. We need another 5. The next target we could go after is, well, that would also get us the students, but go after Moscow for Trinogrov's cores. Oh, we can do some seize land here. Yes. Apparently we have a bunch of essential trade we can improve. We'll do. Let's go ahead and do that. We don't necessarily want to raise them to center world trade. Because we're going to limit it on how many of those we can have. There we go. So all of them are level 2. Not sure if we want to do the Egyptian one yet. Of course, we continue our eastward expansion through the magical powers of diplomacy. Well, I've already paid the admin here, so I'll just take the admin instead of releasing a nation. Competition for Padishah. Don't really care about the skills of our wife. Take the 3, 4, 4. Alright, so if we were to go after Moscow, would be Moscow with the Tonic Order. We don't number them 2 to 1. And we'd probably be mainly after the Reconquest Accords. Doesn't sound like too bad of a plan. So let's go ahead and probably do that. Anyway, let's not worry about that too much for the moment. We need diplomat for that, so we're gonna declare. And then when the diplomat gets back, we'll send them stored. Oh, and we can get the fleet back into port, nice and safe. Lubini is the only fort in the area, so that's the one we're going to want to take as a war objective, because then when we take it, it's going to be harder than to take it back. I don't think we want to co-belligerent Teutonic Order, so let's do that as the war. You get on the fort, you get on the fort, you get over there. We give it a moment and see if the Teutonic Order is going to open up. Military access through any of our neighbors. It does appear like we're going to get one through here, so we'll march through Lithuania. Give it a little bit more time, and yeah, we're not. I think it's just going to be through Lithuania. And while we're waiting, we got a diplomat back. Let's turn Multan into an island. Spread the green a little bit more. And then spare diplomat, get shipped to this guy. This guy will be the next vassal. To be fair, from an aggressive expansion standpoint, we do want peace treaty with the Teutonic Order. That will suppress the growth of the coalition. Most of the other people will either leave or be in a state where they're subjects. We're not too worried about the subjects being coalition worthy. A little less worried about this war, so we're going to go ahead and go up to speed 4 and play that a little bit faster. Last one. Wormsa, we're going to say no to. Oh, I forgot, I should probably break the alliance with Wormsa. Volkadir has been annexed. Oof, recruiting is down. Manpower reserves depleted. Siege of the Wargol is finished. Oh, and they did eventually get military access through those guys. Just to be annoying and come from behind. We have a 2-tech lead over the Muscovites. Siege of Moscow has fallen. Looks like we'll have most of the Russian forts under siege real quick. Complete destruction of that Russian army. Well, that happens. Gonna have you return all the cores to our subject. Which apparently isn't a lot of war score. And then probably have you release some small guys. We might revisit that list. Liking some of these low-hanging fruit. Godev, being around the border is nice. Rostov's not too far off. Sibir's not bad. Quazum's not bad. Belaruzo is a little far away. Same with Mongolia. Well, if we're doing that one makes sense. Moscow's a bit far. Muslim's not bad because at least it would be Muslim, I think. If you're we'll think about something like that. Teutons are only 1 tech minus instead of 2. They might have a little bit more resistance. Come after their stack. Apparently, I was giving them too much credit, because it looks like they're promptly losing. Yeah, not a stack wipe like the Russian one was, but pretty much a loss. And a bunch of cores, good to know. I think it was Hungarian cores mostly. There's the Teutonic Order army. Beat it down again. And not quite a stack wipe, but definitely not a state that the Teutonic Order wants to be in. And there goes the Teutonic Order army. Alright, mainly returning course to Lithuania and Poland, which we don't want, or reaching Moldova, which is really expensive for what it is. Might just do like warps and take a bunch of money off of them. Yeah, that doesn't look like a bad idea. So let's bring the diplomat back for that. Veneto-Turkish conflict. So I can either give Venice Alexandria. Apparently that's how you pronounce Alexandria in Turkish. I'm not going to even try to pronounce that. Or I can give Venice a claim on it and really piss them off by saying, yeah, we're not giving that to you. And, well, we're not giving that to them, so they're going to get really pissed off. Wonder, are we at negotiation status with... Not quite yet, but real close. The Muscovites are recognizing that they're not winning. Fairest way to describe that state of affairs. They're not winning. Just need one more reason to surrender to our demands. There we go. I don't think we quite want to go up to admin 11, though is plausible at this point. Alright, let's get our armed forces back to our territory. So that hopefully stop taking attritional losses on them. Expand the royal bureaucracy, limit reform, or reduce the royal bureaucracy. So we're going to expand it and take the double stability hit. Which isn't really a problem, because we'll just take it back. Got a lot of admin available to us right now. Start annexing you. Start annexing you. This will be done real quick with those two. Now Drum is offering us alliance, which we don't want because we're probably planning on invading them soon. Okay, there's the subjects integrated. Okay, let's go ahead and start the diplo-vassalizing we can do. Guys we just freed. see if Dr. Kazum in, if we can get them around, bring them around. Reign of Women. She'll be the right hand of the Sultan. Heirs from the harem events of minus 2 skill into the game. Oppose the harem. And we'll do Reign of Women then. We've got no military advisor. Let's resolve that. Okay, if we took the military tech now, we gain 4 innovativeness, which is tempting. We reigned in... we haven't reigned in Serbia. Okay, offering vassalization. 9 days we can offer the next one. "12 days I can offer it to the guy down here. I need to give him a little bit more time. Okay. That's got us a little bit closer to these guys. Not quite. Yeah, not quite. Being able to double vassalize these guys. We'll be able to get these two at least. Okay. Offer alliance. Oh, I suppose these guys don't like each other right now, so we should do one and then the other. So as to minimize how much we piss them off. There, Goslow, we're going to deliver back in 2 days, so send him off. Make him an islet. Then deliver back to him. Need to raise your opinion by like 1 point, because we went over the yearly tick, and it went down. Meantime, we can influence them, turn around, vassalize these guys, to make them stop being rivals. That means when the diplomat gets back, we can offer alliance here. And then when the diplomat's back, we can turn around and make this guy an islet. And we're about to hit camp on a resource. A couple different things I could do. I could take the tech early. We don't really need the tech right now. So that probably means the thing we're going to go do is increase our development. Like so. Which in theory is helping us with getting us more crown lands as well. Okay. Offering vassalization. Oh, we can sneak through here, that'll work. So we do want to send a vassal, or diplomat to these guys. Oh, and you probably want to rein them in. So in 10 years we can annex them. Promote you to an islet. And to be fair, we're also kind of waiting for our manpower reserves to fill back up before we start any more violence. Looking at the time, I've let this part go over, so I hope if you are watching on YouTube, you've been enjoying it. There will be a part up tomorrow. If you're watching on Twitch, feel free to hang around. We're going to take a short break, so I have a moment to drink a little bit of my tea before we get right back into it. So with that, wish you all the best of luck and a good time until the next part, and bye for now.